Welcome to Club Wisdom 8. Let's have a look at what the latest update is. We've been waiting 3 weeks and I've been hoping that we're going to get like some new heroes and new soldiers and something big will happen. Let's have a look. Cherry Blossom pack is going to end, so no surprises there. We're going to have a spring package and you're going to have to spend loads of cash. Yep, it all looks like the same nonsense. I wouldn't buy any of it. Next, for the spring event, yep. This is quite a big change. We're having a new drop rate of 40%. So instead of our farming at a horrible 25%, which is probably 15% for me, we're going to get 40%, which again will probably be 30% for me. So anyway, and we can actually use those coins in the Golden King shop. So this time we might actually all be able to finish the raffle and actually use all the coins. Because this time it was pretty bad. I think you guys understand, especially those who don't like farming. Now, the store items in general, they do all generally look the same. And then we have this in Korean. Now, luckily, if we go to the Discord, we can see the kind of things you're going to get. And again, you can get all these interesting items and there's even more you can look at. I mean, the items look great, so I would definitely check out the Discord and have a look. Okay, so let's get back to all these items. So this is what you're going to get through the raffles. And yeah, now there's a new box, the Soul of Despair box and the Brilliant Material box. So as long as they don't ask for cash, I think it will be a good box. It requires 20 souls of despair, and the brilliant box requires 20 brilliant material. Okay, so I'm guessing hopefully you get it from the soul of despair or something, whatever. So I'm guessing I forgot about this, but where are the soul of despairs? Hopefully we can find out. Now they're opening the new 21st to 30th floor in the Tower of Despair. From what I remember, yeah, they are increasing evasion by 30%. So if you're going to have like if you're going to have melee evasion or long range evasion or whatever it is, you're going to need an extra 30%. If you're normally at 100%, you're going to have to up it to 30%. So keep that in mind. That will be a big change. Next up, yeah, they're not. So the soul of so I see. So the soul of despair, you can get it from here. So I'm guessing we're going to be putting a lot of time into doing this. And here we go. We've got a clear record by server button is added. So you can see the number of people who have cleared the top floor for each server. Records are updated every hour. Why? Why do we want to see who is a whale? We will find out how many whales on our server can reach the top. Okay, great. Wonderful. Just what I want to know. How many people are helping us free-to-play people keep playing? Wonderful. Now there are 4 new legendary items. Soul of Despair, Spear of Despair, Bow of Despair, Staff, etc, etc. And the match bonus is 50% boss damage increase. So I don't know. I haven't calculated how important it is compared to other stuff, but of course it will probably be better. It should ideally be better when you're against the boss. But what happens when you're doing normal farming? If you're doing arena, that's another thing. Of course, it'd probably be nonsense. We need to have a look at it and see what happens. Now, 4 new weapons of brilliance are added. Now, this offers a physical attack power of 30% and ranged evasion. And a weapon that gives you evasion. I mean, it doesn't get any more realistic than that, huh? So yeah, so that's going to be yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. But oh, sorry, I could be wrong here, right? It might not be that. It's not going to be that we get the evasion. We reduce the enemy's evasion. So this is definitely like a Korean translation error. So most likely we're going to be able to look at that. It's like a pinnacle, right? So 17.5%. So if it's 17.5% in this game, it probably stacks up to 5. But you could probably, I'm guessing the aim is like you'd probably want to go for 8 or something and keep like smashing down the opponent's evasion. It could be interesting, but I'm guessing you need a yellow ticket to get it. How are you going to get those yellow tickets? Not easy. So this is again a whales It's just for, I reckon it's a big thing for Wales. And when are these going to be good? Probably going to be good once you get 4 or 5. So, and how can you make sure your hero hits the exact person who needs the melee reduced? So again, is it again only used for bosses? Are future bosses in this game going to all have like evasions of 100%? Why do I have a bad feeling about that? Let's find out. Next, there's an enchantment system. Let's have a look. So if you you enchant an equipment item, including a soul weapon, one special option is randomly added. This is new. After touching an equipment item or a soul weapon, touch the Enhance Smell enchant button to move the enchantment tab and use it. You can use advanced, superior, and artisan equipment stones to make more powerful items. I don't completely understand this, but it seems that I don't really understand, but there's really one. They're going to add another option, so we're going to have to start. So save your stones. Don't use any of your stones, because it seems there's another option. I don't understand how it works. It might mean there's a second refine on everything. This could be major. Like, imagine this. You could easily increase your evasion. You could increase your crit rate to a new level. This could be major. I like to know what other people think about this. I'm very interested in this. And that's all. Bugs and fixes. So no new heroes, no new soldiers. I think people are going to be pretty upset with this. The only thing that makes up for it is a drop rate of 40%. I mean, you don't normally, a developer's not going to increase their drop rate, like, because in this game we had a decrease in the drop rate. We've only had decreases, but we don't really get many increases. So I hope it makes up for it. I'm guessing the Tower of Despair is going to be pretty difficult. So bugs and fixes include a new legendary item that's added. Yeah, we know that. Next week's hero pickup will be modified so that you can check it in game. Okay, that's nice. So you can know which heroes are going to come in the rota. Soul weapon pickups are added from 3 to 8. So really, so you can focus on 8. There are 8 focus ones instead of 3. Does that mean it's going to extend now to soldiers? Will it happen in the future? Next week's soul weapon pickup will be modified so you can check it in game. So I think that's quite nice. I think it's preparing for soldier. When disassembling hero items after individual selection and checking the hero UI button, a bug where more than selected number was displayed will be fixed. No idea. An issue where the remaining time for guild battles was displayed as 7 days or more is fixed. Yeah, they never fixed that for ages. Fixed an error where if several characters were selected and moved by dragging, and there was a dead character among the selected characters, clicking would not move afterwards. Okay, so that's helpful. Guild wars fixed. Divide 10 guilds in order of ranking and match 2 random guilds among them. So they've probably fixed that up with Guild War. Matching standards have changed. Hopefully it's going to be nicer for you guys. Modification. Divide 12 guilds in order of ranking and match 2 guilds at random, existing guilds that were matched in the previous guild battle. Okay, so maybe we don't have to keep, like, our guild had to fight the same guild 3 times in a row. Maybe that's going to change. When disassembling an artifact, a display of the amount of gold consumed is added. Yep. So on the left side of the lobby, an entry button for invasion. Oh, so now we're going to see these new buttons. Okay, will that be interesting? No idea. An issue where the numbers were not displayed properly in the stats section of the lower left of the arena UI will be fixed. So nothing amazing, and people... Yeah, oh, okay, so yeah, like I said with the Pinaka, the GM says, yeah, you can have up to 5 stacks. So yeah, so that's good enough. I would like to know if the GM or if it applies to all enemies when hitting with 1. Well, I think it's only going to apply to one unit that you hit that will get the debuff, I guess. Don't know. Anyway, it makes sense because that's what it's always been. There's no Amazon. Smelting hell. It's easier because there are a few steps and only one. Okay, so there's only one thing to smelt for. Okay, so that's quite nice. Is there any drop rate improvement? Yeah, there is. It says 40%. Can you improve the drop rate of 40 sprouts? Okay, I feel like a gun is stuck in my chest. I've changed all the belts and all the smelting, and if I had an evasion reduction item before this belt came out, I wouldn't even change it, but my mentality is exploding. Okay, and you're changing everything without prior notice. Well, that's what updates do. They change things without prior notice. So, yep, afraid to say. Like, again, in general, this isn't like a, free to play, pay to win type of game. So, what can we expect? Yeah, I hope the developer says sorry, and in response they give everyone 20 belts each. Yep, that's what I would do, but I don't think they will. So Club Wisdom 8 has explained everything over and out. Come to Discord, take a look.